Okay, here's an update on the project. So we got a little menu here. I don't know if I showed this till last time. Uh, Here's the town. Take a quick look around. I'm currently working on collision, so a lot of these houses don't have collision. But I got a little treat for you guys to show, and that's over here where the NPCs are. Basically, there's a new thing now where I tell this guy, "Hey, you, follow me." He comes and he follows with a new pathfinding thing. And when I'm too far away, he'll walk back to his location. But if I get this guy and this guy, this is test in progress here with the stairs. But if we go up stairs, they follow upstairs and upstairs. Upstairs they come. And this is the problem. Whenever you go over here, like for some reason they can still follow you, but they get messed up a little bit. I don't know how to fix that. Here they come. I also can jump down here. Woo! Now the frame rate's a little out of whack, but I know some ways to fix it, the performance. So that's the next thing I'll show you. Got a little performance thing I added uh, over here, and we can enable this. And now we should just get 60 frames pretty much all the time. And what it does is it adjusts the render distance and the resolution and everything depending on how much FPS you got. So if I go down a bunch of FPS, so we'll do something more performance wise. We're calling a bunch of these guys. Hey, everyone follow me. Oh wait, I get this guy's lost interest. Come on, follow me, all of you. And they go up the stairs, which requires the most performance. It readjusts for us the game, so it should be able to run 60 frames while all these guys are jumping up, which is pretty good. Now you can see in the background, so some of the stuff was deloading, so it could adjust their frame rate. But basically, it's just an optimization feature. Oh, they lost interest in me, but they stayed up here. Now that's a bug. They're supposed to keep interest on me even when Um, well, I mean, they're supposed to keep interest as long as you're in distance, but they should be going back to their locations when I'm far away. Okay, that one guy went there. He went back. He went through the guardrail because there's no collision here. Ah! But that's funny that I think what's going on is that I'm telling them where to go or or they're being told where to go, but then they forget. I don't know what's going on here. These guys should be remembering to go back home to their little spawn locations. Okay, now that guy remembered. That guy too. Okay. Anyway, there's some bugs still. We got the whole town here has textures though. It's not untexturized as before. Also, if you notice, whenever it's gonna turn 2 o'clock now, the sky just changed. So, and once it gets around 6, it's very dark. That works awesome. I can show you some behind the scenes here. On the other side, there's a little like uh low, we're reducing all the polys, but there's no walls on the outside. All the trees are just paper thin uh meshes. This is like the town gate here if you're gonna be transported to a different location in the world. So this is all you would be able to see is that mountain in the background. And of course we have a fog effect that reduces and unduces depending on the location. So like for instance, the fog is gonna readjust depending on what's not being loaded. So it tries to cover up what's not being loaded. So, like, because otherwise, without the fog, you would just see a bunch of unloaded stuff it doesn't work that great. I wish it was the fog was more dense, so you weren't able to see anything that's being not loaded. But yeah, there's the limitations. But for instance, like you can kind of tell, and the fog actually changes color depending on what time of the day it is. So right now it's 3, so the fog is slightly darker. And here, I'll move around. I'll go upstairs, and you can kind of tell from here. It's gonna turn 4, so the fog should get slightly darker. This area here needs a little adjusting. Look how small the door is. I'm like a midget. I need to make the door taller there and adjust the mesh on that, or texture, I mean, not mesh. Uh, and right about now. So it got a little bit darker. It's very hard to tell, but because I try to make it as linear as possible. Although the sky gets pretty dark from 3 to 4, but once it gets 6, the fog is basically black. Oh, and I have to remove that guy. I totally forgot about that guy. And yeah, so that's what's going on here. That's about it. And all the mountains are just like over here in the distance to make it look like there's a mountain, and they're all the same mountain. It's just a repeating texture. But you won't be able to see any of this, of course, in the game. This is just like the out of bounds area, and that's about it. That's all for the update.